Hello students, I am Ashish and today I am going to tell you the further parts of the polynomial chapter. Okay, in the previous class I have told you how to find number of zeros from the given graph and how to construct a quadratic polynomial. How to construct a quadratic polynomial and its sum of zeros and its product. Now in this part we will able to know the formation of any quadratic polynomial when the zeros are given. Okay, see, what is quadratic polynomial? Quadratic polynomial are those polynomial whose degree are 2, and when the degree is 2 then there will be two zeros also. So first what we will do, we will consider its two zeros. Suppose let alpha and beta are the zeros of quadratic polynomial. Okay, so the polynomial formed with zeros alpha and beta are given by like this equation. Okay, px equal to k x minus alpha x minus beta. This thing came from the last part whenever I have discussed the sum of zeros and the product of zeros. Now come to the latter part. See, when you will simplify it, you will get px equal to k x square minus alpha x minus beta x plus alpha beta. Okay, now what I will do, I will do px equal to k bracket x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta, where k is any constant. You all know na, there cannot be always coefficient of x square will be 1, so that's why here k comes. Okay, it is just a coefficient or constant. Okay, now what you understand by alpha plus beta? So alpha plus beta I told you in the previous class also. Alpha plus beta is nothing but the sum of zeros. Okay, and similarly alpha beta are the product of the zeros. Okay, I think it is clear. See, I am going to repeat again. See, whenever you have to construct a quadratic polynomial, so when the zeros are given, okay, then you will consider one zero is alpha and one zero is beta. Okay, after that we will write px equal to k bracket x minus alpha x minus beta, and when you will able to solve it, you will get the final result, that is px equal to k bracket x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta. So by putting the value of alpha plus beta and alpha beta, we can get the required polynomial, required quadratic polynomial. Okay, now come to the latter part. See, one example for you. Find a quadratic polynomial whose zeros are 2 and minus 3 by 2. See, in this question we have to construct a quadratic polynomial and those zeros are 2 and minus 1 3 by 2. So you have to remember this expression. Okay, when you will remember this expression, you will directly put the value of alpha and beta here and you can easily get the quadratic polynomial. Okay, so see the question nicely. Now two zeros were given na? So you will say, suppose two zeros are alpha and beta. I think all of you have noted down the question. In the question it was given that 20 was alpha and minus 3 by 2. So I have just let alpha equal to 2 and beta equal to minus 3 by 2. Okay, you can take any alpha, any beta. Okay, you can take alpha is equal to minus 3 by 2 also and beta is equal to 2. Okay, so what I have done, I have taken alpha is equal to 2 and beta is equal to minus 3 by 2. Okay, now see, as per the formula to formed quadratic polynomial, we know px equal to k in bracket x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta. Okay, so whenever you see this expression, you can find we need alpha plus beta and alpha beta. Okay, so what you can do, you can first calculate it, alpha plus beta and alpha beta. See, alpha plus beta is nothing but the sum of zeros, so alpha value is 2 and beta value is minus 3 by 2. Okay, when you will solve it, to 2 minus 3 by 2 and 2 minus 3 by 2 is equal to 4 minus 3 by 2, and that will be equal to 1 by 2. Okay, similarly alpha into beta is equal to 2 into minus 3 by 2. When you will solve 2 and 2, it will be cancelled and you will get minus 3. Okay, so we have to form the quadratic polynomial, and the expression for quadratic polynomial is px equal to k in bracket x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta. Okay, so just put the value of alpha plus beta and alpha beta here. So k in bracket x square minus the value of alpha plus beta, I have got 1 by 2. So I have put the value of alpha plus beta here. So it is 1 by 2 and alpha beta is minus 3. Okay, when you will solve it completely, you will get k is equal k in bracket x square minus x by 2 minus 3. This is your final answer. You can leave up to here only, and if you want to solve it completely, then you can take LCM also. So see, x square by 1 and 3 by 1, so all the term LCM will come 2, and you will, when you will solve it, LCM will be 2, it will be 2x square, it will be minus x, it will be minus 6. So the required quadratic polynomial will be k in bracket 2x square minus x minus 6 upon 2. Okay, this is the correct method. Okay, you have to remember this expression, and from the question you will get alpha and beta. Just solve alpha plus beta, alpha into beta, and put the value in this expression. You will get the desired polynomial. Okay, you can leave the answer up to here only. No marks will be deducted. But if you want to simplify it, then you can solve up to here. Okay. Now next question, little bit different question. Find a quadratic polynomial with the given numbers as the sum as the product of its zeros. See, you have to find a quadratic polynomial and with the given number as the sum or and product of its zero. Means see, in the question we have to construct quadratic polynomial, and the sum of and the product of its zeros are given. The sum of the zero is minus 1 by 4 and the product of the zero is 1 by 4. Okay, so whenever you are going to solve this type of question, just assume that the zeros of the quadratic polynomial are alpha and beta. You already know, if we have to construct two zeros, then we can name it alpha and beta. So in the given question, the sum and the product of its zero is given. See, here is written with the given number, the sum and the products of its zeros are minus 1 by 4 and 1 by 4. So when you will come later, the sum of 0 is given, that is minus 1 by 4, and sum of zeros can also be written as alpha plus beta. So alpha plus beta is equal to minus 1 by 4. Similarly, product of 0 is also given, that is 1 by 4. So product of 0 can be calculated by alpha into beta, and alpha into beta is equal to 1 by 4. So the quadratic polynomial, what will be the quadratic polynomial? I told you px equal to k in bracket x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta. See, the value of alpha plus beta is also given, the value of alpha into beta is also given. So what you have to do, you have to just put the value of alpha plus beta and alpha beta in this expression. Okay, so next step will be k in bracket x square minus in bracket minus 1 by 4, because the value of alpha plus beta was minus 1 by 4, into x plus 1 by 4. Now next step, px equal to k x square plus, that will become minus 1 by 4 x plus 1 by 4. As I told you, you can leave your answer up to here also, but if you want to simplify it, you can take it LCM also. So px equal to k in bracket 4x square plus x plus 1 upon 4. So this will be your final answer. Okay, so we got the desired quadratic polynomial. Let us remind you, again this method. See, in this question the sum and the product of zeros are given, that is sum is -1/4 and product is 1/4. So in the question nothing is given except sum and product, so we have to first consider the zeros will be alpha and beta. So their sum is given 1 minus 1/4, so sum is given -1/4, that is alpha plus beta is equal to -1/4, and product is 1/4, so alpha into beta 1/4. After that we want to get quadratic polynomial, so I put the value of alpha plus beta in the desired expression, and finally we got the answer after solving it. Okay, so see these two question, this question is 0 minus comma √5, and third one √2 comma 1/3. See, this value is the sum of 0 and this value is the product of 0. It means alpha plus beta is 0 and alpha into beta is √5. Okay, similarly in this question alpha plus beta is equal to √3 and alpha into beta is equal to 1/3. Same question was there, just the second and third part. So whatever method I have explained you can apply it and you can solve this type of question. Now our next topic is relation between 0 and coefficient of a cubic polynomial. In the previous class I told you relation between zeros and coefficient of a quadratic polynomial. Afterwards we will study the relation between zeros and coefficient of a cubic polynomial. Okay, so what is cubic polynomial? The polynomial whose degree is 3 is known as cubic polynomial, and the general form of cubic polynomial can be written as px equal to ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, where a, b, c and d are the constant and a cannot be equal to 0. Okay, see it is a cubic polynomial, then its degree will be 3. Obviously बात है, maximum power is 3, then degree will be 3. Okay, and if degree will be 3, so it means that in cubic polynomial how many zero? There will be 3 zeros. Okay, as same as in quadratic degree is 2, so zeros is 2. In cubic degree is 3, so zeros will also be 3. So we have to first assume that 3 zeros. So 2 zeros we are already know, alpha and beta. So in cubic there will be another 0, that is name is gamma. What? Gamma. So in the cubic polynomial we will take 3 0, that is alpha, beta and gamma. Okay, so whatever we have studied in the quadratic polynomial, same we will study in the cubic polynomial. I told you the proof of the quadratic polynomial, how sum of the 0 comes, how the product of the 0 comes. Same method apply in cubic also. So here I am writing directly the formula, and the formula is sum of zeros is equal to minus coefficient of x square divided by coefficient of x cube. Okay, again I am repeating, sum of 0 is equal to minus coefficient of x square divided by coefficient of x cube. See, sum of zeros can be written as alpha plus beta plus gamma, because 3 zeros are there, so there will be 3 alpha, beta and gamma, and their sum can be represented is equal to minus b by a. Okay, afterwards sum of product of zeros taken 2 at a time. Okay, sum of product of zeros taken 2 at a time. Taken 2 at a time means there are 3 zeros. So first we will take alpha beta, then beta gamma, then gamma alpha, and their product sum. It means first we will take alpha beta, after that plus will come because sum is written here. Sum of product of zeros, sum of product of zeros taken 2 at a time. So when we will take 2 at a time, then first will come alpha beta, so alpha beta, after that sum sign, then beta gamma, after that sum sign, and after that gamma alpha is equal to coefficient of x upon coefficient of x cube. See, in this polynomial coefficient of x is c and coefficient of x cube is ba. So here will come alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha equal to c by a. Now product of zeros is equal to minus constant term upon coefficient of x cube. In the given polynomial, the constant term was d and the coefficient of x cubed was a. So product of zeros can be written as alpha into beta into gamma equal to minus d by a. So in the quadratic polynomial you have studied two formulas, but in cubic we will study three formula. I am going to write all together. See, sum of zeros, that can be written as alpha plus beta plus gamma, and which will be equal to minus b upon a. Sum of product of zeros taken two at a time, that can be represented as alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is equal to c by a, and the product of zeros alpha beta gamma is equal to minus d by a. Okay, so students, please memorize these formulas because it will help you to solve the question. Okay, this is the formula of cubic polynomial. I have told you the formula of quadratic polynomial in the previous class, so this you have to remember, because without this you cannot able to solve. Okay, now move further section part, that is some important question which will help you to solve many problems. Okay, now see, if alpha and beta are the zeros of polynomial 2x square plus 3x minus 6, find the value of first part, that is alpha square plus beta square. Second part, alpha square plus beta square plus alpha beta. Third part, alpha square beta plus alpha beta square. Fourth part, 1 upon alpha plus 1 upon beta. Fifth part, alpha upon beta plus beta upon alpha. And sixth part, alpha minus beta. See, when you will see this question, see which type of polynomial it is. Because the degree is 2, then it will be a quadratic polynomial, and when quadratic polynomial is there will be 2 zeros, and 2 zeros are given also, alpha and beta. Okay, so from that given information we have to find the value of these questions. Okay, now whatever the information is given, first you write it. See, polynomial was given 2x square plus 3x minus 6. So I have assumed px equal to 2x square plus 3x minus 6. And in this question there were two zeros, that was alpha and beta. So because it is a quadratic polynomial, so we can compare it with the general form of the quadratic polynomial. As we all know, any quadratic polynomial can be written as px equal to ax square plus bx plus c. So this is the general form, and this is the question which is given in the given information. Okay, so what I am going to do, I will compare the given information with the general form. Okay, when you will compare these two polynomials, what you will get? You will get a equal to 2, b equal to 3, and c equal to minus 6. Why I have taken minus? Because here is plus and here is minus, so we will take negative sign also. What I am doing, I am just comparing the coefficient of the respective terms. The coefficient of x square here is a, and the coefficient of x square here is 2. So a is equal to 2. Similarly, b equal to 3 and c equal to minus 6. So what you have studied in the quadratic polynomial, you have studied the sum of zeros, and the sum of zeros in quadratic polynomial is equal to minus b by a. You all know now, I have told in the previous class. So sum of zeros can be represented as alpha plus beta, because alpha and beta are the zeros, and minus b by a. Now see, alpha plus beta equal to, what is the value of b here? 3, and a here 2. So alpha plus beta will be equal to minus 3 by 2. Similarly, we can calculate product also. So product will be c by a. The formula product can be written as alpha into beta equal to c. The value of c is minus 6 and the value of a is 2. So it will come minus 3. It is the given information. Okay. See, given question is that, first what you have to do, you have to compare this with the general form, calculate the value of a, b and c, and whatever you know about the quadratic polynomial, calculate it. That is sum of 0, which will be equal to minus b by a, and then the sum of 0 comes minus 3 by 2, and the product of 0 comes minus 3. Okay, now in first question what we have to solve, in first question we have to solve alpha square plus beta square. See this, you can remember na, something similar in the last year, a square plus b square. Okay, so what I will do, I know na the formula of a plus b whole square, that is a square plus b square plus 2ab. Okay, so same can be applied in the case of alpha and beta also. So what I have done, in place of a I have written alpha, and in place of b I have written beta. Now expanded, so it will come alpha square plus beta square plus 2 alpha beta. Now you got the value of alpha beta na, that is equal to minus 3 by 2. So I have put that value here. So minus 3 by 2 का whole square equal to alpha square plus beta square plus 2 into minus 3. Okay, now minus 3 by 2 whole square will come 9 by 4 is equal to alpha square plus beta square, and that will be minus 6. Okay, now transfer this minus 6 this side, so 9 by 4 plus 6 equal to alpha square plus beta square. So when you will solve it, LCM will be 4, and 4 6 are 24, and 9 plus 4 is upon 4. So when you will solve it, you will get the value of alpha square plus beta square, which value is equal to 33 by 4. Only this we have to calculate. Now next question. See, in this question what we have to calculate, alpha square plus beta square plus alpha beta. See, we have already calculated this value na, alpha square plus beta square, and we know the value of alpha beta also. So just put all the values. The value of this is 33 by 4, and the value of alpha beta is minus 3. Now plus minus will become minus. Now again same case, you will take LCM, so LCM will come 4, and 4 3s are 12, and 33 minus 12 will be equal to 21 by 4. So this is your second question. Okay, now third question, alpha square beta plus alpha beta square. Listen, can you take common? Yes, we can take common. See, in both the two terms alpha beta can be common. So when you will take alpha beta as a common, in bracket alpha plus beta will become. Okay, now you know the value of alpha beta also, and you don't know the value of alpha plus beta also. Okay, the value of alpha beta was minus 3 into the value of alpha plus beta was minus 3 by 2. So when you will multiply it, so minus minus will become plus, and 3 into 3 9 upon 2. So in this way you can find the value. Okay, now fourth question, that was 1 upon alpha plus 1 upon beta. See, when we have to solve this type of question, what you do? Suppose 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 3. So what will be the LCM? The LCM will be 2 into 3, that is 6. Same in this type also. 1 upon alpha plus 1 upon beta. The LCM will be alpha into beta. So alpha into beta I have written. So when you will solve it, here will come beta plus here will come alpha. Now write in the sequence. So it will become alpha plus beta upon alpha beta. Okay. Now alpha plus beta is also known, and alpha beta is also known. So just put the value of alpha plus beta. Alpha plus beta was minus 3 by 2, and alpha beta was minus 3. So minus minus cancel, 3 3 cancel. So here will become 1. So what will left? 1 by 2. So this will be your answer. Okay, now fifth part. Again it is same. What will be the LCM of alpha and beta? It will come alpha beta. Okay, and here will become alpha square and plus beta square. Alpha square plus beta square you already know in the first part, and the value of alpha square plus beta square was 33 by 4, and alpha beta was minus 3. Okay, see, 33 will be cancelled by 3. Okay, so it will come, this will be cancelled by 3, it will become 11, minus will be left, so the minus will all be comes in numerator, so here will left minus 11 by 4, that will be your answer. Okay, so what I am going to tell you, just whatever quadratic polynomial is given, just find out their sum of zeros and the product of zeros, and as per the requirement of the question, just solve it as you have solved in the polynomial in class 9th also. So there will be 6 part na, I have solved 5 and 1 part is left, so that part you will do from yourself. The remaining thing we will continue in the next class. Thank you.